In a forgotten corner of the internet, a group of freelancers shares advice on their caseless quest for productivity. Everyone brings their tip to the table, from miracle apps to morning routines inspired by the greats. But amidst this flow of optimism, one voice stands out. A member confesses to having tried everything without ever finding the key. This confession, far from isolated, echoes the sentiments of an entire generation of independent workers constantly battling against time. It's not a secret. Time is that invaluable resource, the invisible thread raving through our days. And yet, in the freelancing arena, where every second should be golden, many find themselves chasing miracle methods that promise the world but often vanish upon contact with reality. The true story I want to share today isn't about yet another revolutionary method or magical tool. No, it's about fresh perspective on our relationships with time, a journey into our habits to rediscover what truly makes the difference between feeling perpetually overwhelmed and smoothly sailing through the tumult of our daily tasks. Get ready to debunk some myths, question well-established practices, and perhaps, by the end of this journey, reinvent your way of working. Because beyond tools and methods, we are exploring a real philosophy of time together. Freedom, in the collective mind of their freelancer, is often this idyllic picture where each day is shaped by our desires, our inspirations, far from the constraints of a traditional office. But this appealing image, alluring on paper, hides a far more complex reality. When the coveted flexibility isn't framed by a solid structure, it turns into a source of stress, overload, and chaotic work. The promise of freedom then becomes a trap, where days stretch on without ever achieving the set goals. In this quest for freedom, structure appears not as hindrance but as the central pillar to rely on. Establishing a routine isn't about limiting freedom but building a framework within which creativity and productivity can flourish. It's acknowledging that personal discipline is the freelancer's best ally. Time management techniques, concentration methods, knowing how to say no to protect your workspace are all tools that, far from confining us, free us from the chains of procrastination and disarray. But true freedom in freelancing is a delicate balance to achieve. It's knowing how to juggle intense focus moments with salvaging breaks, choosing your battles wisely, recognizing that total control is an illusion and adaptability is key. This freedom is ultimately the ability to draft your own rules on the game, to create a daily life that resonates with our deepest aspirations while remaining grounded in a reality where deadlines and clients' expectations also dictate their terms. Arriving at this point, one might think mastering one's time is an obscure science reserved for an elite of ultra-organized superhumans. Think again. The key to effective time management lies in a few fundamental principles, accessible to all those ready to rethink their daily life. Firstly, routine. Oh, the world might seem off-putting, evoking the monotony of a fixed schedule. Yet a daily routine, even a flexible one, is the foundation of any successful personal organization. It's not there to lock you in a straitjacket, but to offer a reassuring frame, a structure within which freedom and creativity can blossom. Imagine your routine like a jazz rhythm. It has its structure, its tempo, but leaves ample room for improvisation. Then there is procrastination, that old friend who always promised to take care of everything tomorrow. Techniques to avoid it are numerous, but they all rest on a simple principle: self-awareness. Knowing when and why we procrastinate is essential to implement effective strategies against this tendency. It could involve breaking down a task into smaller, more manageable subtasks, setting mini daily goals, or simply altering your work environment to make it more inspiring. The strategy of planning plays out on the field of dedicated workbooks, blocks versus free time. It's about dividing your day into periods of intensive work during which you focus exclusively on your tasks and relaxation periods where work is paused. This work-rest alternation is not only beneficial for your mental health, it also boosts your productivity by allowing you to recharge. Among the flagship techniques of this approach, the Pomodoro method stands out. Simple yet incredibly effective. It involves working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break, and so on. This rhythm, surprisingly suited to our brain's natural functioning, allows staying focused over long periods without ever reaching burnout. These principles, far from being magic recipes, are tools to adapt according to your personality, needs, and work environment. They provide a solid base for everyone wishing to take back control of their time, transforming their relationship with work and ultimately enrich their personal and professional life. Armed with these foundations, let's remember we live in a digital age. The good news? Technology. Our ally is ready to exponentially increase our potential. In our quest for productivity, digital is our best ally. Forget the methods of yesteryear. Today, our toolbox is virtual and it's brimming with innovative solutions to optimize every aspect of our freelance work. Trello and Asana emerge as pillars for managing our project. Trello, with its ease of use, allows us to organize our ideas and tasks visually, making daily management more intuitive. Asana, on the other hand, excels in tracking complex projects, offering a clear overview and advanced features for teams. When it comes to tracking our time, Toggle and Rescue Time stand out for their efficiency. Toggle offers a simple solution for accounting for the time spent on each task, encouraging better organization and accurate billing. Rescue Time, meanwhile, analyzes our device usage to show us where our time flies, helping to limit distractions. But the real game changer is automation and integration. IFTTT, Make, and Zapier aren't just tools, they are digital alchemists. They take these disparate applications, these scattered pieces of our digital life, and weave them together into a coherent web, where every action triggers a reaction, without any effort on our part. Imagine a task completed on Asana triggers an invoice on your accounting tool, which in turn sends a reminder to a client. Magical, isn't it? This isn't science fiction. It's our reality today. And with this 2.0 toolbox, we are not just playing in the minor leagues. No, we are building empires of productivity, brick by brick and click by click. Now, let's focus on more refined techniques, those that make time masters through productivity ninjas. But first, quick pause in our exploration. It's time to share and exchange. You surely have hidden somewhere the tool or method that changed your game. Why not share it with the community in the comments? And if this journey through productivity inspires you, subscribe to not lose the thread. It's quick, it's simple, and it makes all the difference. Navigating the daily tumult of freelance life requires more than good project management and rigorous time tracking. It demands mastering the art of prioritization and delegation, skills that once honed radically transform our relationship with time and our work. At the heart of this discipline, the Eisenhower matrix proves to be our best ally. Simple in appearance, it's remarkably effective for sorting the urgent from these important tasks. Each task, each request, each project is sifted through this matrix, helping us see clearly in the jungle of our to-do lists. What's urgent and important, we tackle immediately. Important but not urgent, we plan. Urgent but not important, we delegate. And for the rest, the mass of things neither urgent nor important, we eliminate. Thus, our focus is redirected to what truly deserves our attention and energy. Talking about delegation in freelancing might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't our independence that defines our work mode? Yet, identifying tasks to entrust to others, whether collaborators for certain aspects of a project or digital tools to automate repetitive processes, ensures that we can devote our time and skills where they are most valuable. Delegation is recognizing that our time has immense value and should be invested in activities that bring us closer to our main goals. Those that make our creator and innovator hearts beat. The key to transforming a chaotic week into a series of productive days lies in our ability to segment our time. By dedicating specific blocks to different categories of activities, we create a framework that facilitates concentration and performance. But effective planning is not enough without the necessary defenses against interruptions. Whether in airplane mode or with digital tools that filter distractions, every measure taken to protect these time blocks is a step further towards mastering our schedule. In this quest for controlled time, learning to refuse is as crucial as know how to organize. Saying no to requests that don't align with our current priorities allows us to preserve not only our time, but also our energy for what truly matters. And let's not forget, taking moments to rest is essential. These breaks are the soil where our creativity and well-being take root, allowing us to return to our tasks with renewed vigor. Mastering these techniques is not just about productivity, it's about balance, personal and professional satisfaction. We have journeyed together through diverse territories from prioritization and delegation through time blocks to the art of saying no. Each step was a stone added to the edifice of our temporal autonomy. But beyond these methods and tools lies a deeper, almost philosophical truth. This journey wasn't just about the quest for efficiency or the search for a better work-life balance. It was about learning to listen to ourselves, to respect not only our time but also our essence. Because mastering our time is also about being in harmony with ourselves, recognizing our limits and strengths, and consciously choosing how and with whom we share this most precious asset. In this temporal kingdom we have built, every minute counts, not for its ability to be monetized or optimized, but for the quality of presence it represents. Being king of or queen for your time is choosing to live each moment fully, whether diving into work that excites us, sharing an instant with our loved ones, or even granting ourselves a restorative break. So as we close this chapter, the question remains, how will you choose to reign over your temporal kingdom? What values will guide your governance? And in this quest for productivity, how will you ensure not to lose sight of what gives time its true value? Your kingdom awaits. The choices are yours and the possibilities endless. It was a real pleasure speaking with you.